Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everyone. So good to see you. For those of you who've never seen me before or tuned in live before, my name is Stephanie McPhail. I specialize in helping successful women learn how to thrive after ending toxic relationships. So for today's topic, we're going to talk about why is it that so many of us want to be part of a power couple, but end up settling for mediocrity or worse. So if you're tuning in, you might feel like this means something to you. Maybe there's some piece of this that you're really saying, hey, there's something going on here where I, in my mind, want to be part of a power couple, but I end up dating duds. I end up being people that are just not really looking to achieve much for themselves. So to start this off, I want to ask you, and put your comments, please, in the comments section. What is your definition of a power couple? What would you say a power couple is? Because before I talk about what I think it is, I want to hear what all of you think about it. So just write in the comments, really quick response, immediate, like first thoughts that come to mind. What is a power couple to you? I'll give yourself a few seconds to answer and think about it. What is a power couple to you? And of course, as you're writing down what you think a power couple is, I want you to think about, all the power couples that you might have heard of. Who are some power couples that you might have heard of? I mean, obviously, everybody right now is talking about, Will and Jada Pinkett or Smith. People talking about like the Angelina Jolies of the time when they were together. All those different types of power couples. So I'm seeing a few things coming in of what power couples look like, and so people that have confidence, people that are the go-getters. So for me, what a power couple is a power couple is someone that you look at. They're a couple that you look at where both people are doing great things. Both people are the movers, the shakers, are the ones that people want to follow. And together, they come up with an even greater reaction. Because they're both doing such great things on their own, they get together and their synergistic reaction is to have a huge, broader effect on the rest of the world and the community. And I see somebody writing communication and is supportive, for sure. So for me, one of the things that I didn't even realize that I wanted, because I started thinking more and more about power couples more so recently. And I remember in my first marriage, one of the comments that my first husband said to me was, hey, we're a power couple. And I wasn't really sure what he meant by that. But even bigger, I wasn't sure that I wanted that until I really allowed it to sink in. I really wanted someone to do great things with. I wanted someone to be inspired by me. I wanted to be inspired by that other person. I wanted to help push each other to a greater level to do more for themselves. But instead, even though I did subconsciously want that, and so when he said that, I was like, oh, he's right. I do want that. And on paper, there were good things about us that seemed like the power couple, except the reality of it wasn't real. We were not really the power couple together. That's what he wanted. That's what I wanted, but it wasn't actually real. So this begs the question is, why is it that so many of us successful women are maybe subconsciously looking to become one of those power couples, but we keep attracting the same types of mediocrity that we keep, doing it over and over again? Why are we doing that? So I'm going to give you 4 reasons why. The first reason why is because subconsciously, we don't actually believe that we deserve something better for ourselves. And if any of this resonates for you in the comments, please make sure that you comment I or tell me how this resonates for you as we're going through this, because I have a feeling that this is going to be pushing little buttons of people saying, yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. So if it is, make sure you comment in the comments that you understand that this resonates for you. So subconsciously, don't feel worthy. I wanted to be part of something bigger. I wanted to be with someone that inspired me and motivated me. But subconsciously, I didn't believe that that was possible for me. I felt like I was broken. I felt like I was too much. I felt like I was too independent. I felt like I was, maybe moments of being maybe too masculine because I was successful, because I was the doer, I was the go-getter, all of those things. And I had been told for most of my life that I was too much. And especially by men, right? And we'll call them men, but really boys, right? I was told by people that I knew that I was too much. So I started to really think that, maybe there's something wrong with me. So really subconsciously is that I thought there was something wrong with me. And I see someone says, this does resonate for me. My last relationship was like this at the beginning and turned into the opposite. So obviously, and thank you for sharing that, because this is something that I see a lot with our clients. So number one, we don't feel worthy. Number two, we feel like our expectations are too high. I don't know if that resonates for anyone. Because I had met very many men that were not looking to achieve more for themselves, I started to think like, maybe there just aren't those guys out there. Maybe that's just not possible to meet that type of guy because they don't exist. Maybe we're at a point in our lives now where we're like, I'm too old. They're too damaged. There's no good guys out there. That, there's all of these beliefs about the ability to actually find that type of person, to be able to feel like I've wanted those things in the past, but I've never actually been able to create them. So maybe my expectations are too high. But one of the things that I say to my clients is, it's not that our expectations are too high. It's that our expectations actually aren't high enough. We get sucked into this feeling of, I've got to make a decision now. And we don't date enough people and get to know enough people so that we actually are able to see the plethora of different types of people that are out there. Who are we hanging out with? Who are we spending time with? If we're spending time with people that don't have high expectations for themselves, we're the ones doing the best out of all of our friends. We're meeting other people that they're just happy with mediocrity, then we're probably going to find more of those people. So who are we spending time with? It's not that our expectations are too high. It's that most of the time our expectations are too low, and we haven't expanded who we are spending our time with and who we're going on dates with, and ending those relationships when we don't see what we're looking for. We accept a lot. And again, as successful women, we're used to being successful. So we figure, hey, maybe there's some tweaks. We see the potential, and then we want to work on those things. Now, again, if you're looking to be a part of a power couple, we're not looking for potential. We're looking for who are they right now. So that was number two. Number three, we don't have clarity on what we want. Let me say that again. We don't have clarity on what we want. What is it that we actually want in a relationship, and who are we without the relationship? So a power couple, let me back up for a second. A power couple is where both people are doing great things and they come together and they do even greater things. But a lot of us who have been successful in our careers, in other parts of our lives, we're really successful there. And then we're not so successful when it comes to relationships because we don't really have clarity on what it is that we actually need. We start accepting people into our lives that are not successful in their own right. And then a lot of us try to make them more successful, try to help them, try to fix them, try to make them into something that they're not. I hope that you're seeing that that's never going to create that power couple. You already have to be successful and comfortable and confident where you are. The other person has to be successful, confident, and comfortable with where they are. And then you come together and you agree to help inspire and motivate and make better the lives of each other. You're going to help the other one achieve greater things for themselves. And when that really comes together and we don't accept breadcrumbs and we have high expectations for ourselves and for other people in our lives, then that's when the magic happens. That's when we really start creating the life that we want. So that was number three. We don't have clarity on what we want or need in a relationship. And we really also don't have clarity on who we are. It is okay to have strong opinions on things. It is okay to be really successful in your job. It is okay to be a go-getter and a doer and to be caring and thoughtful and all of those wonderful things that you are. Those are beautiful qualities. We don't have to minimize ourselves or think that we're being too much. We will always be too much for the wrong person. So we need to make sure that we are sharing our light and being that beacon of light to other people that will be attracted to us and the wants and needs that we have for ourselves and other people in our lives to help us really get through and create better for ourselves. So if you are clear on what you want for yourself and what you want in a relationship, you're going to have that beacon of light for other people to be like, oh my gosh, yes, that's how I am. They can see it that way and they can be attracted to you. Makes life a lot easier when we're being genuine and real and have that clarity. Number four, both people are successful and complete in their own life. So I said it before, and this is kind of a repetition, but I think it's really important to be clear here. Both people need to already be successful. So looking for someone who's still living at home. I talk to a lot of people that are like, I don't have a lot of expectations in a relationship. I want someone to have a car, to have a job, and not live with their parents. And these are 40, 50, 60-year-olds that are telling me this as their response. That is not going to get you to the place of being a power couple. That's going to get you to a place of mediocrity, of having someone who's not going to be your equal, who you're going to be doing more than they are. And for a lot of men, they feel emasculated by that. A lot of men will not try to make themselves better to get to your level. They're going to try, especially when you're looking at the narcissists and these, other types of toxic types of men, they're going to try to do everything to bring you down. We need to find people who are going to see our light, see who we are. They're already successful. And they're like, that's who I want to help me be even more successful. So what happens when you actually get to be part of a power couple? Why is it important to not accept breadcrumbs, to have high expectations, to get that clarity, to know what you want, and really find that person that's a good fit for you? What happens when we actually create that? Here's the beauty of it. When you really get clear on what you want, when you really decide what you won't accept, and you will be okay with letting go of whatever does not serve you in order to, even if it's painful, to be able to create what it is that you're looking for. And you do actually become part of that power couple. What happens is beautiful. You get to be in a partnership with someone who is there for you, who is supportive, who wants to communicate with you, who respects you, because they look at you and they say, oh my gosh, this person is amazing. They do wonderful things. They're not going to be afraid to call you out when you're doing something that might be wrong, that might not feel good to them. But they're not going to do it in a way that makes you feel badly. They're going to call you out in a way to say, hey, I'm noticing this about something that's going on, and have a real honest conversation about it, because they're not looking to bring you down or make you feel bad, because then that wouldn't be part of a power couple. They just as much want you to be higher up, to move forward, to become the best version of yourself, because that in turn also helps them be the best version of themselves. Imagine the type of life that you can have if you are with someone that genuinely only wants the best for you, and you genuinely only want the best for them. And with that genuineness, you just become greater than whatever you could be on your own. So I hope this was helpful for you. I wanted to shed a little bit of light on being a power couple, not only being a power couple, why we're accepting breadcrumbs, but also really the importance of really creating that for ourselves so that we can actually do more and experience more and just really get the juice out of life, really build and create our best life. So if this resonates for you, please let me know in the comments that it resonates. If you feel like you would like to share a story for yourself, feel free to share that in the comments. And if you're having trouble figuring out on your own how to create that power couple, and you'd like to actually know the exact tools to make the shifts in your life that you need to, please comment in the comments power, and someone from my team will reach out to you and see what's going on and what we can do to help get you to that place. Never forget, you are way stronger than you realize. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye. Bye, everybody.